So we will be starting in few minutes as still participants are joining the session. Hello and good evening to all who are present here. I, Protractor Omkar Dhanavde, President of Rotract Club of DYPIMS, on behalf of our club, warmly welcomes you all for the personality development session on the topic how to work on your strengths and weaknesses. I hope you will definitely enjoy the session and have a great experience. Now, I request Rotractor Mamta Kotekar, PDD of our club, to continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Omkar. Hello, Rotractors and all the students present for this session. Hope you all are safe and doing well at your homes. I know the extended lockdown is still a boredom for many of us, maybe, but not anymore. Here, we, the Rotract Club of DYPMS, along with the collaboration of 15 amazing clubs, Rotract Club of NIGDI, RCRSCOE, RCDYPSES, RC Midcon, RC Vibrant, RC Modern Managers, RC Alumni, RC Pune Royal, RC Sihagarh Academy of Engineering Pune, RC ENTC MCOE, RC Pune Camp Horizon, RC Kalyani Nagar, RC Modern College Ganeshkhan, and RC Indira are here to bring a remarkable session to add flavor to your lockdown. Friends, it is said that strength and weaknesses are two sides of the same coin. Strength is one situation while the weakness is another. Yet often the person can switch gears. So here is a session on the topic how to work on your strength and weaknesses to switch your gears by our beloved speaker, Dr. Ashutosh Misal, Director, GYPIMS. Dr. Ashutosh Misal has completed his civil engineering from COEP, whereas MBA from the Sihagarh Institute of Management, Pune. He is a PhD holder in the Human Resource Management from the University of Pune. Sir is a freelancer, corporate trainer, and trains students on various topics such as stress management, time management, presentation techniques, psychometric testing, and behavioral science, and so on. He has written more than 40 research papers in HRM, communication, and interdisciplinary topics. Sir is the author of book management in Bhagavad Gita. Sir has conducted various training sessions at the national and international level, including the very recent in Japan, Dubai, Thailand, Hong Kong, and many more. Today, he will be training us on how to work upon our strengths and weaknesses. After all, that is something which is going to play a very crucial role in our upcoming life. Hope you all will enjoy this session. This session is going to be an interactive session. Also, last to 10 to 15 minutes are reserved for your queries. Guys, please be attentive during the session as there is a quiz organized at the end of the session. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mamata. It was a very nice introduction. Good evening, all of you, once again. So let's start with the session. As you all know, the topic for this session is how to work on your strengths and weaknesses. Already many things are told to you about me. I am at present working as a director of DYPMS MBA, which is situated in Akurdi, Pune. So let's go ahead with the session. As Mamta was telling you, there is going to be the session. This session is going to be absolutely interactive. Few simple rules to be followed. All of you will keep your audios muted, videos off, but you can always give the reactions. The reactions are on. You can put up thumbs up, you can raise hands, you can do clapping, and you can do e-laugh also. So if you come across any joke and you would like to express your feelings, so you can type ha 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 in the chat box so that I'll come to know that you have liked the joke and you have understood the joke. And of course, the chat is on. You may raise some questions. My team, my students from DYPMS, they will be connected to the chat and they'll be forwarding the questions to me. Of course, we do have a question and answer round at the end. But then chat is compulsorily on because in between I'll be asking many questions wherein you're supposed to put or type the things in the chat for the answers. The questions which are asked during the session does not carry any marks, but then as Mamta has mentioned that after the end of the session, you will be having a quiz which you will answer. You will get a connection link and you click that link, you answer all the 25 questions, you send it to me. Of course, all these things will happen automatically. You simply have to click the button of submit and I'll receive your answers and immediately you will receive an e-certificate to your email with which you register. So starting with the session, let's start fundamentals. Now I could see that there are some engineering students and there are some management students also who have joined it. And there are some other fraternity students who might have joined. So for management students, this is not a very new concept as such. SWOT, what we call it as a SWOT analysis. Just a bit theoretical first slide, then we'll go ahead with the interactive session. Now SWOT stands for, S stands for strengths, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threats. So strengths and weaknesses are related to every individual human beings. This is also applicable to the organization. They want to know how far they are strong in a particular area. They would like to know where they are falling weak. Based on that, they would find out which particular business they have got the opportunities into the market and what are the threats to their business. Nonetheless, we can do this at the individual level as well. So we have to do SWOT analysis every now and then in our life. If we do it at the earlier ages, the better it is. So the SWOT analysis is a concept which is very famous in the management, but probably engineering students might be hearing it for the first time. So SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The same is now called as SOC, keeping the three components same. S, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities remain the same. What is today we have to think of is the challenges. The very simple example which I can give you is the recent challenge which we all are facing during COVID-19 situation. There are a lot of challenges which will be, I'll be also speaking a lot later. So this SWOT has changed to SWOC, where C stands for challenges and T stands for threat. Going ahead, let's start with, of course, as I mentioned, we'll not be discussing anything about opportunities, threats, and challenges. We will be focusing only on SW, that is strength and weaknesses. Going ahead, there is a quiz one. As I said, you can keep on typing the questions on the chat box so that I'll come to know whether you're getting the answers or not. First quiz, you have to identify the cricketer, name of the cricketer, and you can type the name of that cricketer on your chat box. Yes, who's this cricketer? Identify and type it on the chat box. Anil Kumble, correct. Going ahead, who's this cricketer? Anil Kumble is done. Go to the second picture. Sunil Gavaskar, absolutely correct. Option 3, cricketer number 3. Rahul Dravid, correct answer. Needless to mention. Next cricketer. Virat Kohli, absolutely right. Now the question is, how many of you know the educational qualifications of these people? Very few. Let's see one by one. Anil Kumble is B Mechanical. Then Sunil Gavaskar is graduate in commerce from St. Xavier's. Anil Kumble B Mechanical, I just now mentioned. Rahul Dravid, he is MBA dropout. And Sachin and Virat both are only 12th standard passed. You'll be surprised to know that almost majority of Indian team is only 12th standard pass. I'm saying majority, not the entire Indian team is 12th standard, but majority of the people in the Indian team are only 12th standard. Going ahead with the next slide, and of course the next continuation of our quiz. You have to identify who's this person. Identify the person in the slide which is appearing in front of you. He's an actor, Mohan Agashi, absolutely correct. Another person from film industry. Second person from film industry, Shriram Lagu, absolutely correct. Third person from television industry. Nilesh Sable, absolutely correct. So what are their educational qualifications? Again, a question which I asked for the earlier slide. Yes. Nilesh Sable is BMS and further Masters in Ayurveda medicines. Shriram Lagu was an MBBS doctor, and Mohan Agashi was MBBS with MD psychologist, and you will be surprised to know that he is head of psychology department in a Sassoon hospital, which is in Pune. Next photograph, I am not asking you to identify the actor, you already know it. So it is none other than SRK, Shah Rukh Khan. He wanted to become football player in his life initially. He did his BA Economics. Then he took admission for Masters of Arts in Mass Communication, from where he dropped out. He couldn't complete Master of Arts in Mass Communication. And finally, he became actor. Quiz continues. Do you know this person? Who is Inkalab Shrivastava? Anyone can answer this question. Anyone has tried answering this? No? Any answer? Inkalab is name of one very famous Bollywood actor. Okay, I need to tell you the answer before you go to Google search. Yes. It's none other than Big B. Amitabh Bachchan, the name with which he was born is Inkalab Shrivastava. You'll be surprised to know that Amitabh Bachchan was Bachelor of Science. He is a versatile sitar player. And one more surprise is he was rejected for his voice on radio, for which he is known today. Well, and ultimately he became the Bollywood actor, I'm sorry. Hollywood actor, you have to identify the actor. Tom whom? Tom Cruise, absolutely correct. Going ahead. So Tom Cruise is the correct answer. Let me tell you about Tom Cruise. He wanted, rather his parents wanted him to become a lawyer. He wanted to become a football player. At one point of time, he got very much frustrated from his life, and he decided to become a priest, but ultimately end up with one of the best and very fine Hollywood actor, Tom Cruise. Going ahead with the quiz. Identify the person in the picture. Bill Gates, absolutely correct. Now he looks like this. Second person. Next photograph for the quiz. Steve Jobs, absolutely correct. Now let's come to their qualifications. Steve Jobs was a graduate dropout. He couldn't complete his graduation, and later he joined calligraphy course. That also he couldn't complete. So he was graduate dropout and he was calligraphy course dropout. Whereas Bill Gates joined Harvard, but then he dropped out from there. So he's only a graduate and Harvard dropout. Quiz 1 ends. Let's go ahead. Okay, next question. You may type or you may think on it. What is common in all people in the quiz you have observed? What is that common thing which you have observed? You have a choice of typing it on the chat box. What is the common thing which you think is in all cricketers? Yes, they were all celebrities. Fine. Anything else? Education is not related to your career. Absolutely called dropouts. Good answer. Talented. Okay, all are successful. Very good. Anything else? Okay, they not give up. Very good answer. That's what I was expecting. They all are passionate about their work. Very good. They were all famous. Good personalities, successful in their career, in spite of educational background. Very true. Think big. Possess high determination. Very good answer. Hard workers. Very true. Yes, they had seen failures also. They wanted to become something else and became something different. Very good answer. Education cannot relate always to the success, right? Passionate and didn't give up easily. I think that's the answer which I'm expecting. And most of you have come up with this, that everyone has identified his strength. They have identified in which they are strong at and they continue doing it. Next question for you. Have you identified your strength? Have you tried, given a thought to yourself that what is my strength? What is my core strength? Operating mobile, typing fast on WhatsApp. Is it your skill or is it your strength? People are typing yes. No, nowadays everyone can do that. Yeah, no. So what are your strengths? So can you tell me? Now stop typing in the chat box. Let's concentrate here. If I ask you what are your strengths or what are you strong at, can you tell me? Now some of you will have some answers, some of you will have got some different answers. So let's see the options. Are you strong at maths? May or may not be. Are you strong in painting or drawing, music, dance, talking to people, writing, running fast, keeping cool, speaking to the strangers, keeping promises, maintaining relations? So you have to identify in which of these areas you are strong. The list is not ending here. We still continue. Are you strong in cooking? There are many males who are working in this hospitality industry, so they may be strong in cooking. Whereas there may be many females, many girls who are weak in cooking. Discipline. Are you strong in discipline? Are you strong in sports? Are you strong in biology? Are you strong in being positive? Are you strong in handwriting? Maintaining health? What else going on? Talking sweetly to others? Morals and ethics? Working in teams? Adjusting with others? So in which area you're strong? As I said, this is not an exhaustive list. The list continues and you may be stronger in more than this or beyond this list which is there in front of you. Putting the same options in front of you, if I ask you the same question with the same option, with only replacing the word strong, I will replace the word strong with weak. And the answers can be same. What are you weak at? Maths, painting, music, dance. See, I'm having all the same options. Maintaining relations, you may be weak. Keeping promises, you may be weak. Handwriting, you may be weak. Speaking, you may be weak. Cooking, you may be weak. Sports, biology, being positive, handwriting, maintaining health, being morally correct, talking sweetly, maintaining relations, morals and ethics, working in teams, adjusting with others. So the same two slides I have put up as it is. The same two slides, whichever are your strengths, the same could be your weaknesses. And I repeat that this cannot be the exhaustive list. You can go on adding. These are just few examples which I thought of before coming to you for the presentation. Now this is again a concept, or I would say a bit theoretical thing, which management people, again, management students might be knowing, but this may be new to engineering students. So this is something which is called as Johari window, Johari. Johari window is the name of two scientists, two management philosophers who have invented it, John and Harry. So therefore it is clubbed as name Johari. Now with everybody, there are certain things, there are four things which will be mattering. So there are certain things about your personality about yourself which are known to yourself, and there are certain things about you which is known to others. For example, if you have got a very excellent handwriting, it is known to others as well as it is known to you. If you are a good singer, if till the time you don't tell somebody that you're a good singer, it is known only to yourself, but it is not known to others. So the things which are known to you and known to others, we call it as open self. So you're open about it. Things which are known to you but not known to others, you have kept it hidden from others, so we call it as a hidden self. Then there is another category, the things which are not known to you, but known to others. So there might be certain characteristics which are not known to you, you are not aware about it, but then the person who's in front of you, the person who's having interaction with you, he will tell you, you are doing this well, you didn't know that you are very good at doing this, you are very good at meeting with the people, you are very good at communicating with the people, you probably were not knowing. So there may be some characteristics which are not known to you, not known to self, not known to you, but which are known to others. So you're blind about it. Therefore, it's called as a blind spot. So you cannot see. When your eyes are closed, you cannot see what is happening around. But when your eyes are closed, other people can see what you are doing. So it is that way. When you are not knowing about yourself, but others know it, then it is blind spot. And fourth category, or the fourth quadrant, we say, this is the most difficult quadrant. Unknown. There are certain characteristics about yourself which you also do not know and others also do not know. So others also not aware about it and you are also not aware about it. So you will come to know eventually. I'll be speaking bit more on quadrant number 4 later when we'll come to it. This is a bit theoretical. Going ahead to make it practical, as I've said, these two things where you can see a black ellipse now, a blind spot and unknown, these are the two things where you are not aware about your own strengths as well as weaknesses. So the person in front of you would be able to tell you in blind spot, and the person in front of you won't be able to tell you when he also doesn't know and you also doesn't know. So the most difficult quadrant is number 4. The 3 is comparatively lesser difficult because other people would be able to tell you where you're good at, but you are not knowing. Whereas these two things are very much easy to understand, that the parts or your strengths or as well as weaknesses, you know, others also know, you know, and others do not know. So it means something which you have kept hidden. So 1 and 2 are easy to depict, easy to show, easy to display, easy to be seen by others. Whereas 3 and 4 are difficult for you to identify your own strengths and weaknesses. Let me check whether you understood this quadrant or not. Write one word. Now you can do this on a piece of paper because you cannot do it on a chat, or you can just keep it in your mind. You may type because it is something personal, you may not like to do it. So you have to write one word in each part of this Johari quadrant about yourself. That means in these two quadrants, what is known to you, your strengths, your weaknesses known to you and known to others, that you will write it in quadrant number 1. Or you can try to know about yourself. Then there are certain things which are known to yourself but not known to others. That means you have kept certain things hidden from others because you don't, suppose you are very perfect in, let's say, using some kind of a software, but then you don't want to disclose it because you might think that the people will take an undue advantage of you or make you work on that particular platform. So you are keeping it hidden from others. So there are certain skills, there are certain weaknesses where you do not want to project to the people. So there are certain things which are not known to others, whereas there are certain things which are known to you, so that you can write it in 1 and 2. Now you will find a difficulty in writing something here in the blind spot, because that itself is called as a blind. So I cannot ask you to write down about yourself which you do not know. Getting my point? So since you do not know about yourself, you cannot write it. And the most difficulty you will face in writing the 4th quadrant, because you also do not know about yourself as well as the others also do not know about yourself. So the most difficult quadrant is unknown, and there are certain characteristics, there are certain things will be coming up out of you later during certain situation. I'm coming to that point a bit later. So here the quiz number 2 ends, which is not a very difficult quiz. Well, I've already specified, but then let me see. to identify your strengths and weaknesses which are not known to you but known to others. Which part of the figure you will focus? Now this may be a question you can type, but then without wasting your time, I am directly coming to the answer. So there are certain things which are not known to self but known to others are called as blind spots. So others will be able to tell you your strengths and weaknesses. You have to ask them, maybe your friends, maybe your very close friends, of course, maybe your parents, those who are knowing you from your childhood, they might be able to tell you your blind spots because they might have seen you since your birth and they are able to tell you that you are good at this particular thing, but probably you have not seen it because you are blind about your own strengths and weaknesses. Another simple question, which quadrant is the most difficult? I have already mentioned the most difficult quadrant is unknown self, where you are not aware about your own strengths and weaknesses. Others are also not aware about your own your strengths and weaknesses. Eventually we'll come to know how we can identify these particular things. Going ahead with reference to quiz number 1, all great cricketers, actors, artists have two things in common, and these two things were already answered by when you are answering. Yeah, now you can stop answering that earlier quiz. Let's concentrate on this question. All great cricketers, it's not a question, in fact, a statement. All great cricketers, actors, artists have two things in common. Only two things, if you have observed very carefully. You people were giving the answers, but then they are celebrities, they are successful, all that's said and done. So there are only two things common in all of them. Let's see which are those two things. Number 1 is all keep practicing. You can take the example of anyone, at least whichever slides I have shown. You might be knowing that Sachin Tendulkar practices 10 to 12 hours a day, only cricket, cricket and cricket. Amitabh Bachchan works from 18 hours of shift. He works for 2 shifts, 8 hours and 8 hours. You can take the name of anybody, any celebrity, any person who's working in Hollywood, Bollywood, in music, in maybe in film industry, maybe in sports. Those people keep on practicing their strength, their positive points, at least 14 to 16 hours a day. I have not mentioned here, but then you might be knowing a very famous classical tabla player, Zakir Hussain. You'll be surprised to know he still he might be somewhere around cross 60 plus. He's still practicing 18 hours playing tabla, 18 hours, and he's playing for last 50 years, more than that. So what is common in all the celebrities and all the people who have been successful? No doubt that was the answer, very perfect. Everybody was successful, but then they keep on practicing what they're doing for 14 to 16 up to 18, 20 hours also. Right? That is the first thing. Second thing, of course, first what I told you is their strengths. They are working on their strengths. And the second thing, what is common in all used to look back to see where they performed badly. You might have been hearing about Sunil Gavaskar, Sachin Tendulkar. Whenever any match happens, they go back to their home and they see the matches which they have played, so that they would come to know which shot they played badly, which bowler deceived him on the pitch. So they try to find out their own mistakes, where they have gone wrong, where they have fallen weak. So what is number 2? Number 2 is weaknesses. So with these two examples, every individual, it may be you, it may be me, it may be anybody around us, we have to do two things to become successful. Only two things. Yes, one is make your strength stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. That's what these people are doing. Amitabh Bachchan, as I said, is still working for 18 hours. Sachin Tendulkar, still he doesn't play cricket, but then still he's playing cricket for 10 to 12 hours out of the matches, because they wanted to make their skills still stronger, because these people later on become coaches. So a coach can be only one who's very perfect and very minute in whatever they are doing. Amitabh Bachchan, will be surprised to know, he has been working in Bollywood industry for more than 52 years. He says a statement where he says, I am still learning acting. Can you believe on this? He's one of the super duper hit Bollywood actor, and he's saying, I'm still learning acting after working 50 years. So what he's trying to do is still focusing on improving his own strengths again and again, making it more stronger, and stronger. And identify and make your weaknesses converted to the strengths. And that's what I've told you. Maybe Sachin Tendulkar, maybe any celebrity, they watch their own movies and they try to see whether they have made any mistakes in the facial expressions, and that's why these people are very famous for doing acting only for the face. So identify. The most important part is you should be able to identify where you're weak. If you're not able to identify where you are weak, you cannot overcome those weaknesses. So identify and make your weaknesses converted into the strength. Where I made mistake earlier, so that I'll see to it that I'm not making any mistake in the future. But identification is the most important thing for your weaknesses. If you cannot identify where you're weak, you can definitely not be able to come out with that weakness. So identification is the key to work on your weaknesses. So let's go ahead. Which can be the strengths? Wherein quiz 3 starts. You can see there's a big list coming up on the screen. Wisdom, then courage, humanity, justice, temperance, and transcendence. We'll see all these slides one by one. Whereas during these slides also there is a quiz, which of course do not have any marks, but then you can think of slightly different. So that big slide I have divided into 3 parts. Wisdom could be seen as a strength in the form of creativity, curiosity, judgment, love of learning, perspective, etc. There is one question mark blank. You have to think at that blank place, which word you can put in. You can replace any of this question marks with the help of the words which are matching with the courage. So courage, we can see it as bravery, perseverance, honesty, zest. You can type the word if you wish to, or you can keep it in the mind. So that this quiz is not so important for at this moment. So try and understand the concept. So when I say wisdom, somebody is very much brilliant. So he may be either having creativity, he may be curious about certain things so that he can invent something. He may be judgmental, he may be loving to learn. He has got a different perspective of looking at it. When I'm seeing courage as a strength, then he may be brave. He may have perseverance, means sustenance. He may have honesty, and he must be having very zeal or enthusiasm to deal with it. These are all positive things which every one of us should try to inculcate. Now, you cannot say that wisdom cannot be inculcated. It can be. We have seen the cases. There are n number of thousands of and lakhs of cases across the world where their parents were not at all learned. They haven't gone to the schools, but then these people have become IAS and very great officers across the globe. So wisdom, we can develop. Courage, we can develop. Coming to the next slide, humanity is love for the people around. Kindness, you can put these 2 question marks, your own words. Social intelligence also comes into humanity. Now, the best example of as on today is social intelligence, how you are behaving or how you have been behaving in this COVID-19 situation speaks about your strength as a social intelligent person. Justice, how far you are doing the justice. I've spoken about morality and ethics. So are you a team player? Are you fair? Are you following ethics? And are you a good leader? This speaks about whether you are doing justice to yourself or not. Again, a list of strength continues. Temperance, or also called as temperament, which we can say as a mental thing. So do you have the quality or strength of forgiveness? Are you having the quality of humility? Do you have certain prudences? Do you pride in certain things? Do you have self-regulation? Do you control? Are you disciplined? Are you managing your impulses, emotions, and so forth? Transcendence in something which is beyond our imagination. So appreciation of beauty and excellence, not all people can do that. Gratitude, not all people say thank you for simple things. There is a hope, optimism. Humor, we say that very few people have got a sense of humor. And spirituality, as I said, transcendence is beyond certain things. So you need to have a lot of working to go beyond certain things. These are all strengths which you need to develop. You need to keep on developing. So quiz 3 ends here, where I was asking you to put certain words at these question marks which are appearing in front of you. So quiz 3 ends here about the strength. Now, which can be the weaknesses? Or I'll ask you the question, what are your weaknesses? Can you type it in the chat box? But then again, something, keeping it personal, you may choose me to in a personal chat box, you can type and you can put it, or otherwise I'm keeping it open. Let me see what is a list of weaknesses which I have put up here. Not taking criticism well, impatient, being lazy, getting easily bored. Procrastination is projecting the work, not doing it. Let's do it later. बाद में किया जाएगा. Persistence, taking things personally. Strong-willed, passive, does not like to conflict, shy, lethargic, long-term planning, strict, short-sighted. Continuing with the weaknesses, which most of these weaknesses most of us do have. Being selfish, focusing on very small details. Sometimes it irritates other people that he's too much, complaining all the time. He's too much on details. Take blame on others. Being straightforward, being greedy, delegating the task, needs to be right, stubborn, multitasking, allowing emotions to show, blunt, presenting, impulsive. This is not the exhaustive list, and I think people are typing that list on the screen. Takes control, follow-ups, being aggressive, likes to take risks, critical of others, being passive, works too much, being perfectionist, as I mentioned earlier, fearful, self-critique, trouble with teams, close-minded, unorganized, does not like to work under pressure. Now the whole slide is in front of you. You have to be very much honest to yourself and ask yourself that out of this big list, again, this list is not exhaustive. There may be many more weaknesses which you may be having which are not enlisted here. But I am sure that at least 10 weaknesses in this list, all of us, including me, do have. For example, I am perfectionist. I like everything to be very much perfect. I don't like a single space here and there when you're typing on Word or Excel. But then all the people around are not like that. So they feel that, Marathi madhe manta apan far cut karta. So that may be the option or the opinion which people have. So being perfectionist is a weakness at times. Rather most of the times. I'm just giving you one example. Being greedy, delegating the task, everything doing it to yourself. All those MBA students who are going to be managers could be weakness for you. You have to delegate the task. If you cannot do it, then you'll have to keep on doing it yourself, and you will face a difficult time of the last thing, does not work under pressure. So you won't be able to work under pressure. So if I go on explaining each and every particular point mentioned here, then we will have 1 hour of session on each weaknesses which are listed here. So we'll require 360 hours, maybe one day per one session per day. We can have these sessions for all throughout the year. So going ahead with what we can do. Biggest weakness which all of us have is we always say I can't. When your sentence says whenever I ask you to do anything, you'll say nahi, wo nahi hoga. Then in that case it really doesn't happen. That is the biggest weakness said by somebody which every one of us have. Very often than not we say wo nahi hoga, or we cannot, or I cannot. Now the main point, the focusing point for which you all are attending here, which I'll be telling you only in last 5 minutes, because unless and until you understand the earlier facts, the fundamental things of this, then you won't be able to understand this. So how to work on your strengths and weaknesses, that is my topic for today, on which I'll be speaking in last 5 minutes. How you can work on your strengths. You can see the picture, somebody is holding that weight in his hand. In only single hand, I could see at least 150 kgs, putting both the sides together. Do you have this strength to do? Very first thing to understand your strengths is you must know what you know. You must know what you know. आपको क्या मालूम है वो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. A very difficult and a complicated statement, but if you just give it a thought, I don't have to show rest of the part of this slide. So once you know what you know, then you have to further going ahead one step, and you have to know what you are good at, what you love to do, what you like to do. That will be the next step. Going still ahead, the things which you are not able to find out, you listen to the others, what they say good about you. And others means not anybody, somebody whom you trust, somebody whom you're sure that he will tell you positive things. So you listen to the others, what they're talking about your strengths. Keep developing what you're good at, what others have told you. Know your relationship type. Are you very blunt? Can you maintain the relationship? Are you very much open, and at times you might be hurting others? So that is a different kind of relationship that will decide in which particular area in your future you should be going in. Last but not the least, you observe. Very important thing today is the last part. rather this particular point, just let me slide this. Okay, observe how you behaved in a critical situation will tell you the third quadrant, where the things you were not knowing, you were blind about it, and others were knowing about it. So how you have behaved in a critical situation. Supposing there is an accident on the street, which probably you might not have seen, and you happen to see some accident, and how you behave in that situation, where you keep a malevolent eye and you just put your vehicle on a fourth gear and you leave from that circus situation. That is where people will tell you that you are a coward. You should have stopped there, you should have helped the people, you should have called the police, you should have helped the mob to go aside, you should have helped that person who was met with an accident. So how you behave in a critical situation will come out with all that blind spot you were having. You were not knowing that I am good at managing such kind of a social places. So observe how you behaved in a critical situation. Observe yourself, how you behaved in a COVID-19. How many times you have been going out when the government has declared a lockdown? How many times you have been behaving in these critical situations? That will tell you your major strengths which are hidden or which are neither known to you nor probably known to others. And then you will come to know, yes, I am good at social skills. How to work on weaknesses? Sorry. You can see a picture there, the person is trying to lift the weight, he is not able to. So that may be your weakness. So how you can work out on that? A golden statement for weakness is, you must know what you do not know. For strength it was, you must know what you know. But in weaknesses, you must know what you do not know. Unless until you do not know where you are weak, you cannot improvise on it. You must be knowing where you are weak at, then you can develop. So you must know what you don't know is a golden statement. So get guidance from someone you trust, as I said you earlier. So don't ask anybody, any Tom, Dick and Harry, ki mujh mein kya kamiyan hai. He will tell you blah, 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 many things. But then you ask to the person whom you have trust, who has been there with you since your childhood days, who have been your mentor and who has been your guide. So you ask some such person whom you trust. He will be the right person to tell you your weakness. Probably your mother may not be, because mother also thinks that my child is the strongest one. He has got all the qualities which is expected to be on this earth. So don't ask to your mother, right? He will always love you. She will always love you, and she may not be able to tell you the weakness. Listen to the critics. Definitely the people who will criticize you, who will keep on talking bad about you, listen to them. You can directly ask them that you can tell me what are my negative points. They would be the people who will tell you what are you weak at, right? When identified, accept the weakness. Very important step. If you want to work on your weakness, if you don't accept your weakness, if you think nahi mujh mein wo weakness hai nahi, I am very much a superhuman, superpower human being, then you won't be able to work on the weakness. So you have to identify your weakness and accept it. Then only you can work on it. Learn the skills you're lacking. If somebody is telling you you're weak at this, you know that you're weak on this. So learn those skills you are lacking. Or if you don't, you hire those skills. Management people will be hiring the other people, subordinates, if you don't get those skills at this moment. As I said, golden statement for weaknesses, you must know what you do not know. Going ahead, summarily, as I said, I was supposed to finish in 45 minutes. Another 3 minutes are remaining. This was a poster which you might have received. If you can look at the poster, you can see both the arrows, whether it is strength arrow or whether it is weakness arrow, those are going up. So summarily, keeping my photograph aside, we need to work on both. If all the celebrities, all the cricketers, all the actors, all the music people, all the people in sports, if they would have been only working on the strength without looking at the weaknesses, they would have never become so great. So we have to work both on weaknesses as well as strengths. Both we need to work. We cannot focus only on one, and we cannot keep on working only on strengths and only on weaknesses. So how would you know about strengths and weaknesses? Now that may be the question which might be there in your minds. How will you come to know that what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? So there are certain psychometric tests available. I do conduct many such psychometric tests which will tell you strengths and weaknesses of you. I'll be asking you certain kind of simple questions. I'll be giving you some kind of a quiz, and then I will tell you what are your strengths and weaknesses. So I cannot go into those details because that's not a topic for today. But then definitely we will be having many such sessions if planned properly later. And definitely I'll come to you about knowing your strengths and weaknesses. But then I can give you an option out where you can know your strengths and weaknesses. There is a website. I'll be putting this on the group. This website, which is on the right hand side, you can click on that. You will get this blue color. Yes, I want to take the test. You can click on this particular website, and at the end of answering somewhere around 70 plus questions, the website will tell you what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. All these tests, as I mentioned, are based on psychometrics, which will measure your psychology and your personality put together. So this test will give you 99.99% correct results. There might be 0.01% results which might go wrong. So you can go to this website, as I mentioned, later. After, whenever you are free, I'll be sharing this link on your groups so that you can come to know your strengths and weaknesses. Well, I'm done exactly after 45 minutes. As earlier mentioned by my students Mamta and Omkar and Suhas, you can have some questions or you can ask some questions. Yes.
Hello, good evening.
You can unmute yourself only while asking question, and once the question is done, you can mute yourself again.
Good evening, Ashutosh.
Only the one who wants to ask the question will unmute, not all of you.
Ashutosh sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes. Yes, please.
Yes. Good evening, sir, and I truly apologize as I joined your session quite
Okay.
late in the evening.
No problem. Yeah.
My head of the department, Professor C.D. Arke sir, just informed me that a very informative and insightful session is going on, so I joined it. Sir, coming down to one of the tragic episode that just
Just a minute.
one of the most promising talents in Bollywood cinema,
Right.
Sushant Singh Rajput, committed suicide.
Right. Yeah.
Now, all these bigwigs, these stalwarts, or whom we look as, or whom the youths of today look as their inspiration, when
Right.
they commit such kind of things, then whether knowing the strengths or weaknesses are the sufficient thing, or do we need to expand or diversify this particular terminology to include else, as far as the youths of today or the students of our MBA or
True.
are concerned?
Right. Okay. Now, looking at this question, if you see what are the discussions are happening about this case.
Yeah.
Rajput has committed suicide. What we are talking about, he was a very good actor. He was at the top of the Bollywood at present. He was having 10 things in his hands. He has made this Chichore very successful very recently. His Mahendra Singh Dhoni movie was also very famous and very successful. So we are talking more about his strength, and later on we say, no, we are not knowing why he has done like this.
Yeah.
So the question comes that whenever somebody is trying to appraise you from a third angle, he or she is trying to find out the positive things in you. So people will always remember the positive things in you. As I said, we on the third side, we are not very close to that person. So from a third perspective, we do not know what practical or personal problem he might be facing. So probably, and it is there in the news that his friends were there together night before when he committed suicide. So probably if his friend, his close connections would have told, he would have spoken. Probably that might be one of the weaknesses which he might be having, that he didn't want to come up. He didn't want to open up. If he would have been spoken to some of his close friends, probably this thing would have been avoided. So weakness at his end is whatever we are hearing can definitely be not being expressive. The last expression was tweeted by him to his mother, and it was also mentioning something where he is slightly down in his personal life. See, professionally, and people are very much high. I can give you another example since we are talking about Bollywood. Geeta Dutt and Gurudutt both have committed suicide at the age of 35 and 41. They were very successful. They are the icons of film industry today. But then nobody knows why it could happen, because they didn't have anybody to whom they can speak. They can open up. So it is one of the requisites of every human being to have somebody who's very close, very much connected to him or her, to whom you can express, so that at least you can express to that person, and such incidences could be saved.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you, Sandeep.
So we have a question from Professor Satish.
Yeah.
They have said that it said we can convert our weakness into strengths. Can you
Yes.
please elaborate with example?
Yes, I guess I have already given you a better example to explain. I repeat the example that if you see a cricketer like Sachin Tendulkar, Sunil Gavaskar, they used to see the match where they have been gone on duck, or they might have missed one run short of their century where they got out. So they try to find out what is the mistake they have done, so that next time they see to it that they won't commit that or repeat that mistake. So weakness is where we are lacking. They try to improvise on what we are weak at. Suppose I'm weak at, I know that I'm weak at talking to the people. And when I know it, then only I can improve it. And when I'm very much confident, I can give you another simple example. Now I'm talking in English. That if I say that my English is the best in the world, then I cannot improvise. And I know that during this 45 minutes presentation, there were 3 or 4, maybe more than that, grammatical mistakes I have done. And I have marked on myself. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to find out my own mistakes. Maybe this may not be a very grand weakness from my side at my end, but then I try to revise where I try to find out where I'm going wrong. So I think that answers your question, that wherever you're going weak, wherever, whichever traits you think you have weak in you, you have to work on it so that those will get positive. I think I've answered Satish sir's question. Well, thank you. Yeah. Yes. Any more questions?
Guys, if you have any question, please ask.
Well, of course, this was a very general session because I could come to know that there are engineering as well as MBA students put together. So I couldn't make it more specific to management, more specific to engineering, but we can definitely do it. Yes, thank you, Shashikant sir.
Since there are
Well, Omkar and Suhas, I guess there are no questions.
okay, sir, we can conclude then.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, just go ahead.
Okay, as you all guys are having no more questions, so I'll go with the vote of thanks. Thank you so much, sir, for your absolutely remarkable insights that you gave to all of us and answering to our related questions as well. I guess that you all guys have enjoyed the session, identifying the key to work on your weakness and moving forward. You must know what you do not know. What amazing ideas Dr. Ashutosh Mittal gave us on how to work on our strengths and weaknesses. On behalf of RCDYPIMS and all the wonderful clubs collaborated with us, I would like to thank you, our speaker, Dr. Ashutosh sir, and all the participants. We treasure your contributions and time with us, and we hope you have come away with useful and profitable ideas. Along with it, I would like to take a moment and thank all the 15 clubs that collaborated with us to bring this event and this session a successful one. We look forward to seeing you next time as well, when we will put extra effort into making our next program even more useful and exciting. I thank you all once again for your keen and patient listening. As informed earlier, there is a quiz organized based on the session, and the link for the quiz would be given in your chat box. Hope you all register for the quiz and make sure there is a time limit for the quiz which is 30 minutes for 25 questions. And the quiz will end up by 7:35 sharp PM. So be quick.
Yeah.
And thank you once again and have a great evening. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Saili. As mentioned, there's a quiz. As I said, there will be 25 questions here to answer these 25 questions in 30 minutes. I'm sending this link on the chat box, as well as I will share this on your WhatsApp group too. Your time starts now and the link will get closed at 7:35 sharp. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Guys, you all can start the quiz. It will end sharp by 7:35 PM.
Should we end the meeting, because we don't need to be in the meeting for in the meantime when people complete the things?
Actually, sir, they are copying the link. So 5 minutes.
Fine, we can wait.
Okay, sir.
I shall share this entire PPT as well on the group so that you can get it circulated amongst yourself.
Okay, sir.
Somebody can check whether the link is opening from our Rotarians.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is open.
That's good. Thanks, Surbi.
Yes, sir, it has opened.
Okay, great.
I think everybody has copied the link.
Right.
Done, sir.
So should we end the meeting? I shall send the link to some of you so that you can send it to the groups if at all somebody is still pending to.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
We can
Okay,
close.
sir. No issue.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.